Let us pray. On this great day of achievement and celebration, we give thanks to God for the opportunities of study and research, for the blending of cultures and the sharing of experience and learning, for families and friends who have supported us in difficult times and encourage us to achieve our goals. Bless all our graduates as they journey forth from here. May they use their gifts in seeking to uphold the health care of our community and to care for those in need. May they find strength as they use their newfound wisdom and skill for the relief of suffering and the conquest of disease. May they use their gentleness and compassion to nurse the sick, care for the dying, and bring forth new life into the world. May blessing be upon you, our graduates, as you give generously of your time in the service of others, and may you go forth with a spirit of courage and adventure to meet whatever challenge lies ahead. Amen.
Thank you, Chaplain. Please be seated. Good morning to you all, and welcome to this morning's graduation ceremony. I hope you're all drying out now. I'm sorry about all that rain and having to walk, but hopefully by the time we finish, we'll have stopped. To start with, I'm going to ask the Principal and Vice Chancellor, Sir Pete, to do the address.
Thank you. Chancellor, Bailey Helen Wright, graduands, honorary graduands, ladies and gentlemen. It really is great to see you all here on what is really a horrible day, but you all look fantastic nevertheless, and I'm sure it will not in any way put a dent into the sense of celebration that we all experience and enjoy this morning. And I want to start by welcoming you to a graduation ceremony at the Scottish University of the Year. That was a title awarded to us by the Times and Sunday Times Good University Guides. In the words of the editor of the guide, Dundee is the epitome of what a good university should be. And that's a statement I hope that all of those graduating today would agree with. I mention this recognition not only because I'm extremely proud of the university's achievements, but because all of you have played a fundamental role in helping us to succeed. Of the many factors the Good University Guide takes into account, one of the most important has been our success in the National Student Survey, in which this year we emerged as #1 in Scotland. And this result complements our serial success in the other major national sampling of student satisfaction, the Times Higher Education Student Experience Survey, in which Dundee has been top in Scotland for 6 years running. Providing the best higher education environment in Scotland, from high-quality teaching and facilities to extracurricular activities and opportunities for work experience, is an objective which unites the whole university. Our core purpose is to transform lives, and foremost in that objective are the lives of those who come here to learn and to study. The last year in particular has been very challenging for us as we completed a major restructuring of the university aimed at making us better equipped for the future. And throughout this period of change, we made every effort to engage with our students, listening and responding to your concerns. And I'm especially encouraged that we've come through such a significant period while not only maintaining but improving our position in the eyes of those who matter most, our students. These accolades are, of course, important to us as an institution. They're a mark of quality, they carry significant weight, and they set the high bar to which we will always aspire. They are also, I suggest, very important to all of you. You are leaving not only Scotland's University of the Year, but one of the world's top 200 university. And as graduates, I hope you'll become our ambassadors to the world. As a university, we not only bring the world to Dundee, but we are taking Dundee to the world, with alumni in over 140 different countries. And our international reputation is growing. As one of our international graduates in the summer told me, one of the great things about having been at Dundee is that you can go anywhere in the world and know that there will be someone else who has shared your experience. And it's a network that's growing all the time. Our partnerships touch every corner of the globe. We teach nurses in Eritrea and Kenya and train orthodontists in Egypt. We partner a research institute to tackle diabetes in Kuwait, and we attract life sciences doctoral students from Brazil. We are pioneering staff exchanges with the University of Technology in Sydney, Australia. And now we can even say we have alumni in all continents. As a person in Antarctica, recently took time to complete our online course in forensic anthropology. Some of the most exciting international developments currently are in China, where we have partnered with Wuhan University and are working with 17 other leading Chinese universities, mainly in science and engineering. And we have a long history there, illustrated by a recent alumni event where we welcomed Chinese graduates from the classes of 1975 through to 2005. And they all hold Dundee fondly in their memories, and many are still working to build links with and for our university. We've helped raise international awareness of the city around us. The forthcoming opening of the V&A Museum of Design Dundee is sparking Chinese interest in partnering with Duncan of Jordanstone College of Art and Design. And the phenomenal success of one of our Duncan of Jordanstone alumni, Joanna Basford, whose Secret Garden adult colouring book took China by storm, is igniting a wave of interest in fine art and illustration. Our standing internationally matters for everyone here today. The stronger the reputation of the university and the attraction of the city and country around us, the more benefit it can bring to you as graduates of this university. Students who come here from around the world, including many of you, are glad they came to Dundee. The city is a welcoming place and values its student visitors. And we're one of the best performing universities in the UK in the International Student Barometer, which measures the satisfaction of international students. We want everyone coming here to have an experience they will remember for the rest of their lives and which can be a launchpad for their future careers. You have all given us much to be proud of, and I hope our university has given you plenty to be proud of too. The ethos underpinning all of our work is encapsulated in our core mission as a university: to transform lives locally and globally by the creation, sharing, and application of knowledge. So I hope you have been transformed through your time at Dundee, that you leave here equipped to face your own future challenges and achieve your ambitions. You can have a significant impact on lives in Dundee, across the UK, and around the world, delivering tangible economic, social, and cultural benefits wherever you choose to work and to live. I hope you will continue to take an interest and stay connected with us as the university goes from strength to strength. 2017 will see us celebrating our 50th anniversary, when I hope to welcome many of you and some of our 80,000 other alumni back to the city and the university campus. In the meantime, I wish you all well for the future and hope you will continue in your association with the university, taking pride in its success as I take pride in the achievements of every one of our graduates, past, present, and future. Thank you.
Thank you, Principal. Now, the nursing graduates know that before we can start the graduation ceremony itself, we have to go through a special ceremony, and I invite Dr. Joe Corlett to do so.
Chancellor, before the nursing and midwifery graduands are presented, I will ask them to assent to a declaration that they will maintain traditional standards of professional conduct. Will the nursing and midwifery graduates please stand? I solemnly promise to use to the best of my knowledge and ability the art and science of my profession for the good of those under my care, and to make the preservation and restoration of their health my constant aim. I shall keep secret anything I see or hear in my practice that should not be divulged. I shall constantly endeavour to improve my knowledge and skills within my profession, and to share useful discoveries with my fellow practitioners, whom I promise to hold in fraternal regard. These things I shall do for the benefit of those whom I seek to serve, and for the honour of the profession that I now join. Do you make this promise?
I do. Thank you. Please be seated. And thank you all for doing so clearly and loudly. It doesn't often happen that way. It is now my pleasure to invite Professor Margaret Smith to introduce the nursing graduates from the Scotland's #1 nursing school at midwifery.
Thank you. Chancellor, I have the honour to present, for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Midwifery, Donna Colley. Chloe Patterson. Chancellor, for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Nursing, Laura Adams. Donna McIntosh. Catherine Stewart. Carleen York. Carly Adamson. Victory Aiton. Sunira Ali. Lisa Allen. Lauren Anderson. Victoria Andrews. Jennifer Arnold. Laura Bailey. Jacqueline Bainbridge. Natalie Baird. Louise Baldock. Lisa Bailey. Lynn Barclay. Lauren Bell. Caitlin Bloy. Deborah Brand. Paula Brand. David Brown, Michelle Brown, Ian Cairns, Janet Cairns, Emma Cameron, Neil Cameron, Rachel Cameron, Natalie Campbell, Emma Carmichael, Danielle Cassidy, Ellis Chadwick, Kim Chan, Katie Clark, Carolyn Clunas, Casey Cole, Helen Conway, Lucy Copeland, Nicole Cousins, Katie Cow, Karina Cowie, Elaine Craig, Samantha Craig, Emily Crawford, Fiona Crawford, Hannah Crawford, Claire Crockett, Claire Cunningham, Lisa Curran, Sarah Dakin, Katie Davidson, Amanda Delaney, Brona Devlin, Cara Doherty, Rebecca Doherty, Caroline Dosser, Alexandria Downey, Robin Downing, Philippa Drummond, Sharon Drummond, Moira Duncan, Tia Edie, Heather Eason, Katie Easton, Sarah Easton. Stephanie Edmonds. Shona McEwen. Danica Ferguson. Kim Ferguson. Anne-Margaret Finnegan. Rebecca Forgan. Megan Fulton. Chelsea Gamble. Phelim Garrett Hannah. Heather Gillespie. Megan Graham. Lauren Gray. Michelle Gray. Nicola Gray. Kelly Grieve. Charlene Halliburton. Gillian Hamilton. Mary Hart. Leah Hasler. Emily Hawkins. Tamlin Hay. Jessica Hollywood. Kira Howie. Michelle Huang. Jill Hunter. Fiona Hutton. Claire Jarrett. Lorna Johnson. Debbie Johnston. Kerry Kennedy. Rebecca Kerma. Sophie Kershaw. Natalie Kidd. Laura Kirk. Stacey Kirk. Lauren Kyle. Rachel Lamb. Megan Law. Victoria Lindsay. Tracy Lister, Christina Loney, Rebecca Loudon, Emma Lochridge, Stephanie Loudon Stoll, Kirsten Laus, Emily Lucas, Tara Lyons, Aileen MacDonald, Kennardach McKeever, Cara McKee, Ashley McLean, Sarah Mann, Connie Manson, Michelle Manson, Rebecca Marson, Kaylee Mars, Victoria Martin, Leah Maxwell, Kiva McLaughlin, Vicky McCabe, Rachel McCafferty, Ellie McCafferty, Anne-Marie McCarthy, Catherine McGoffin, Christy McClure, Meekan McClurk, Victoria McCrellis, Kira McGoldrick, Robin McGregor, Claire McGuire, Beth McIntyre, Victoria McKean, Samantha McKenzie, Rebecca McLaren, Bernadette McLaren, Erin McManus, Emma McPherson, Tanya McTaggart, Abby McGoran, Laura Miller, Lindsay Mishkimmin, Laura Montague, Natalie Moore, Leanne Moran, Kimberly Moore, Danielle Morgan, Deborah Morrison, Conor Mulgrew, Scott Miles, Ryan Nelson, Joanne Nesbitt, Lindsay Noble, Gillian O'Donnell, Louise Oliver, Laura Oswald, Andrea Owens, Eneni Owens, Daniel Palumbo, Emma Park, Anna Parr, Nicole Patterson, Valerie Quinn, Stacey Ramsey, Emma Reid, Sarah Rennie, Kirsty Robb, Sarah Lee Rowe, Shauna Rogers, Judith Rowland, Keris Russell, Anya Ryan, Jennifer Sandwell, Shaminder Shanga, Kaylee Sharples, Josephine Shepherd, Sophie Slater, Joanne Smeaton, Alison Smith, Kelly Stevenson, Stacey Stevenson, Kirsty Stewart, Alison Stubbington, Holly Taylor, Denise Payne, Emma Thompson, Jacqueline Thompson. Pamela Thompson. Natalie Timmons. Megan Tracy. Jodie Triggs. Alexandra Sumalis. Kira Turnley. Debbie Turnbull. Suzanne Wade. Rose Wallace. Catherine Walton. Julie Ann Ward. Katie Watson. Amy White. Nicola Williamson. Rachel Willocks. Brooke Wilson. Stuart Wilson. Gillian Valecki. Niall Young. Paula. Niall Young. Paula Cameron. Nicole Carey. Stacey Carson. Kirsty Chalmers. Dawn Cherry. Macy Craig. Anna Devine. Rachel Douglas. Dina Drake. Amy Edwards. Sophie Finn. Cassandra Fisher. Kirsty Fluker. Ray Glynn. Jennifer Gordon. Taylor Grogan. Jodie Lanetta. Florence Joseph. Gillian Kelly. Grace Martin. Lindsay McLaren. Rachel Morrison. Nicole Murdoch. Charlie Payton, Claire Ramage, Jessica Ridley, Rebecca Scott, Kirsty Stewart, Daniel Tate, Abby White, Claire Wilson, Gareth Aiken, Chelsea Bertie, Lauren Booth, Melissa Brough, Caitlin Delaney, Joshua Duffy, Josie Friel, Corinne Garty, Keris Gibson, Lauren Gibson, Caitlin Green, Niall Jackson, Pashimiri Mawawa Barara, Rebecca Marshall, Hannah McClure, Sarah McGovern, Alana Boyle McLaughlin, Eleanor Morelli, Anya O'Donovan, Jane O'Neill, Sarah Robinson, Victoria Ross, Alison M. Smith, Alison D. Smith, Lauren Stewart, Emma Stutt, Amin Tastikan, Aoife Tinney, Nadia Walker, Sarah Walls, Leslie Ann Wilson, Joanne Young. For the postgraduate diploma in advanced practice, Juliet Birch. Nathan Lightbody. For the Master of Palliative Care, Zipporah Ali. For the Master of Science, Elaine Barr. June Finney. Liam Shields. Susan Thompson. Astrida Delovu. Linda Nicholson. Mandy Trickett. Alison Lowry. Elaine Boulter. Jane Brown. Wendy Dowdall. Sharon McDowell. Louise Wanless.
Thank you, Professor Smith. I was pleased to graduate the last of the midwifery graduates from our university, which is a little sad as an obstetrician, but our political masters have decided that we don't need to train midwives in this unit, but we will come back to it. So congratulations to the last midwifery graduates of this university. We will not give up. We will have midwifery school again. It's now my pleasure to invite Professor Rami Aboud from the School of Medicine to introduce the medical graduates.
Chancellor, thank you. I have the honor to present for the degree of Master of Dental Public Health, Yusra Masoud. Shirin Sitharan. And for the Master of Research, I, Te. Chancellor, I have the honor to present for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Muhammad Islam. For the Bachelor of Medical Science, John Bruce Fife. And for the postgraduate certificate in cognitive behavior psychotherapy, Ashley Ronald. For the postgraduate certificate in quality diabetes care, Fiona Kelly. And for the postgraduate diploma in diabetes care and education, Nada Al-Saho. And for the Master of Forensic Medicine, Izobo Akesuni. Bernard Media. And for the degree of Master of Medical Education, Nicholas Brown. Kevin McConville. Gemma Pringle. Eugenie Twin. And for the Master of Research, Sophie Adams. Morven Shuttleworth. Lot Watts. And for the Master of Science, Karima Al-Rashid. Abigail Dagunduru. Al-Barra Mujaddadi. David Raftery. Rupa Ray. Rachel Reed. Wed Salah. Irene Sukwart. Jose Bru Lazaro. Jutima Ratanakoch. And for the Master of Science by Research, Pauline Armory. Chancellor, I have the honor to present for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Sirikanta Koloraya Sundaresh. Lindsay Robertson. Last but not least, Julie Smith.
Thank you, Professor Aboud, Principal.
Chancellor, I have the honour to invite you to confer their degrees in absence upon the candidates who have been unable to attend this ceremony.
By the authority of the Senate, I confer these degrees.
Now, I said at the start of the ceremony that I hoped that the weather would not put a dent in the celebrations, and I should not have worried. It's been tremendous support that you've all received from your colleagues and from your various supporters in the audience, and met with great enthusiasm, I have to say. But now I want you to take this to a new level, because you are now all graduates. You have something new to celebrate. And I want you to celebrate collectively in what has become the traditional manner. This does not require polite applause. It requires cheering. I noticed many very good whistlers in the audience, so please bring those whistles back into play. And stamping your feet on the floor does create a rather profound sensation of noise and vibration, so I would recommend that as well. So may I offer to you my sincere congratulations. Congratulations to all of you.
I was waiting for that. Well, that wasn't bad. Thought it might be louder than that. Can I invite Dr. Fiona McCarthy to introduce the honorary graduate, please? Dr. Fiona McCarthy.
Thank you. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for the degree of Doctor of Laws honoris causa Miss Mary McCluskey.
Please, graduate.
Ladies, gentlemen and graduands, Mary McCluskey has been involved with the theatre community in Scotland for many years as a youth theatre tutor and theatre director, first working for Scottish Youth Theatre in 1979. After graduating from Hamilton College of Education and the Royal Scottish Academy of Music and Drama, Mary started her professional career right here in Dundee at the Old Rep Theatre on the Lochie Road. She may be a Ouija via a high school education in Detroit, where she was a member of a cheerleading squad, and I'll get back to that later. Her connections to Bonnie Dundee go back more than 3 decades. During the Rep's period of hiatus, Mary returned to Glasgow, where she began in earnest her work with young people. Along the way, she's worked for Dolphin Arts Centre, Wildcat Theatre, Scottish Opera, Scottish Ballet, Annex Theatre, the Ibsen Festival in Skien, Norway, the Education Department of the Royal Shakespeare Company, A Play, a Pie, a Pint, and the Citizens Theatre Glasgow. Mary took up her current post as Artistic Director and CEO of Scottish Youth Theatre in 1992. And in this role, she's overseen the growth of the company and been a huge influence on the lives of not only the young people from across Scotland who've been youth theatre participants, but also the many theatre professionals whose careers she's nurtured. Actors, musicians, technicians, designers, directors and writers. I feel especially privileged to have worked with Mary and Scottish Youth Theatre on several occasions over the years, and I can personally vouch for her unstinting commitment to encouraging and developing the work of others. She's a true enabler, and the Scottish theatre world would be much poorer without her contribution. However, it's not only in relation to Mary's theatre work that she deserves recognition, for in fact, this is only the context in which she works. Mary's most important contribution must be to the personal growth of those with whom she works. Young people come to Scottish Youth Theatre from all over Scotland and also from across the globe. For under Mary's directorship, Scottish Youth Theatre has achieved international renown. Yes, they come to develop their theatre skills, but they're also given space and encouragement to develop themselves, to grow as individuals, to value themselves and the contribution they can make to group endeavour, and ultimately to society. And if they learn this from Scottish Youth Theatre, it's because they learn this from Mary McCluskey. For Mary is Scottish Youth Theatre. Mary's work has taken her across the globe. Her international work includes leading workshops and masterclasses in Antwerp, Dublin, Oslo and Skien, Perth, Australia, Pristina, Kosovo, New York and Toronto. Closer to home, Mary supported the development of the expressive arts curriculum in the University of Dundee teacher education courses, and she's contributed to the professional graduate teaching programme. In recent years, her accomplishments have been recognised beyond the theatre world. In 2006, she was given an Unsung Hero Award by the Scottish Sunday Mail. And in 2007, NCH, now known as Action for Children, named Mary as a Woman of Influence. She's also been a Fellow of the Royal Society of Arts since 2007. To conclude, I'd like to return to the notion of Mary McCluskey, cheerleader. What's a cheerleader? It's somebody who motivates their team on to greater achievement than they would have thought possible. And that's exactly what Mary does. Because as well as being successful in her own right as a business manager, a theatre director and an educator, she's also a cheerleader. She motivates those around her and inspires them on to greater things. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for the degree of Doctor of Laws honoris causa, Miss Mary McCluskey.
By the authority of the Senate, I confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Laws. Dr. McCluskey, congratulations. Before the ceremony, Dr. McCluskey, you promised me to demonstrate something, so I offer you the largest class you ever had. Can I welcome you to the podium?
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. Now, I was going to ask you all to stand up and give yourself a shake because you've been sitting there so long, but I won't force you to do that now. That was a wee bit of the drama workshop that I had promised the Chancellor I may do. Thank you very much, Chancellor, Dr. McGarry and the University of Dundee for honouring me with this doctorate. Thanks to my family for their help, support, encouragement, patience and sense of humour. Believe me, I know that I wouldn't be where I am today without you. I'd like to make a special mention to my brother, who's here today, and it's his birthday. Thank you also to all my work colleagues and to the young people I've worked with in the past 40 years. They have all inspired me to keep doing what I do. Ladies, gentlemen, and graduates, I love my job. It has been my passion for almost 40 years. To me, there is nothing better than seeing a young person grow in confidence, self-esteem, and self-awareness whilst engaged in the theatre process. Scottish Youth Theatre is not just about producing stars, although we produce some of those as well. It's about producing confident young people who can go on into any career that they want. To see them glowing on the stage is just breathtaking for me. And I suppose I feel like their mum when they're up there. To receive this doctorate in recognition of my work with young people is unexpected and humbling. After all, it's just what I do. I feel privileged in having been allowed to indulge my passion and get paid for it since the 1970s. Graduates, you are here at the beginning of your working life, looking forward to a new adventure, using the skills that you have gained here at the University of Dundee. I hope that you too are able to take your passion for your subject into your future career. I hope you look forward to working with like-minded people to achieve great things. I urge you never to underestimate what you can achieve. Never underestimate what other people can achieve with you, and remember to have great expectations. Never lower those expectations. People will rise with you to reach your goal. I'd like to leave you with a few words of wisdom from one of my favourite philosophers. You have brains in your head. You have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself in any direction you choose. You're on your own, and you know what to do. And you are the one who'll decide where to go. And of course, that was from Dr. Seuss. I wish you all best wishes in your future endeavours, and thank you once again for this great honour.
What's your brother's first name?
Edward.
Thank you. Now, I'm sure, Dr. McCluskey, your brother Edward will remember your honorary degree. But I think we should also make sure he remembers his birthday by singing happy birthday to him. So let's sing happy birthday to him. His name is Edward. Day to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday, dear Edward, happy birthday to you. Tell you, 700 nurses singing you happy birthday is worth more than an honorary degree. I know as a doctor, right? My pleasure to invite Professor Mary Renfrew to introduce the next honorary graduate, the creme de la creme of the midwives.
Chancellor, I have the honour to present for the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa, Catherine Warwick. Graduates, ladies and gentlemen, Professor Cathy Warwick is an inspirational leader and role model for midwives and others working in maternity care nationally and internationally. Her impact on the care of women, babies, and families has been profound. Cathy is Chief Executive of the Royal College of Midwives, one of the world's oldest and largest midwifery organisations, representing the majority of the UK's 40,000 plus midwives. She is a fearless advocate for improving women's experience of pregnancy and birth and making sure that services are built around the needs of women, babies, and families rather than the system. You may have seen and heard her in the media. Her straight-talking, crystal-clear manner makes a big impression on politicians and the public alike, and she's recognised widely as one of the most powerful voices in healthcare today. You may be surprised to know that midwifery, which as a profession is so well loved and admired by the public, has a history of struggling for professional recognition. Globally, barriers to midwifery include the disempowerment of women in many societies and the over-medicalised health services, which result in escalating rates of unnecessary interventions in childbirth. These barriers can be very strong, and the pushback against midwifery can be fierce. Cathy has been relentless in championing the skilled and compassionate care needed by women and babies across the UK and around the world. She does this with grace and humour, and by inspiring midwives, medical colleagues, and policymakers to work for change. Cathy began her career by gaining a degree in nursing in Edinburgh University in 1975. She completed her midwifery training at Queen Charlotte's Hospital in London and then worked as a midwife in hospitals and in the community, gaining additional academic and professional qualifications as she went. She moved on to midwifery education, where she was hugely admired, loved, and respected by her students and colleagues. And she became Director of Midwifery and General Manager for Women and Children's Services at King's College Hospital in London. In this role, she led the development of award-winning services for women from deprived backgrounds and women with mental health problems. She also enabled midwives to provide a midwifery model of care and to work flexibly to suit their own personal circumstances. A story from that time is illuminating. There were serious midwifery staffing shortages right across London, with some hospitals having midwifery vacancy rates as high as 40%. At the same time, King's College Hospital had a full complement of midwives in post. When midwives at King's were asked why this was, they said, "Cathy Warwick. We all want to work with her." In 2006, her contribution to midwifery and to wider healthcare was recognised through the award of a CBE. Scotland has a very special place in Cathy's life. She was raised in Gillen in East Lothian. She met her husband Richard in Edinburgh. They have 2 daughters and a son. She's a keen hill walker. She's completed all the Munros. She was airlifted from the Scottish Hills last year when she fell and broke her ankle, causing a bit of a frisson in case she was not able to host the Royal College of Midwives annual conference just a few days later. She went on to do just that. Cathy has been a strong advocate for and supporter of midwifery right here in Tayside, and she still works clinically from time to time in our highly successful and admired midwifery unit in Montrose. While preparing this speech, I heard from colleagues who have many, many different perspectives on Cathy's contribution from across the world: practice, professional, education, and academic. They all wanted their voices to be heard. So I will finish with some of their words and the short versions of some of the very long descriptions I got. One colleague said, "She is a real midwife who at the heart of everything she does is with women and strives to bring that philosophy to all the midwives and students she engages with." Another said, "If I had to sum Cathy up with 4 words, it would be authenticity, courage, and transformational leadership." A message from the midwives of Australia. "Midwives in Australia have gained so much from Cathy's contribution to midwifery. We respect and admire her commitment to strengthening the role of midwives in every country and her determination for quality midwifery care for women and newborns. On behalf of the Australian College of Midwives, there is warm congratulations for Cathy on this well-deserved award." Another colleague said, "Throughout her career, she has challenged herself and other midwives to adapt and change how they work based on evidence for the benefit of women and babies. Her influence has undoubtedly changed the face of modern midwifery in the UK." "She is the strong, calm presence," says one colleague, "that champions innovators, holds the diplomatic ring between those potentially in opposition, and crucially keeps faith with the needs and views of both parents and staff. While she is at the centre of decision-making, of maternity care decision-making, I believe that the midwifery vision is in safe, committed, and highly capable hands. Chancellor, in this year, the 100th anniversary of the 1915 Midwives Scotland Act, which saw the professionalisation of midwifery in Scotland, I have the delight and honour to invite you to confer upon Catherine Warwick the degree of Doctor of Laws.
Cathy, with the authority of the Senate and a great personal pleasure, I confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Laws.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Thank you.
You ever hugged a obstetrician in Granville? Well done.
Thank you so much. Well, thank you very much. This is quite overwhelming, I must say. And I would just like to say a heartfelt thank you to the University of Dundee for conferring this wonderful award on me. And thank you to everyone who's considered me worthy of it. And thank you, Mary, for that lovely speech. I'm particularly proud to have received this award from a university with such an excellent reputation, and particularly to have received it from a Scottish university. Whilst I now live and work in England, I am thoroughly Scottish. And I'm so lucky that I still get to spend a lot of time here in our wonderful country. This is partly in my role as Chief Executive of the Royal College of Midwives, which is a UK-wide organisation, and partly because, as Mary said, I've spent the last 6 years of my life bagging the 284 Munros. I did complete in May this year, but the Corbetts now beckon. Scotland certainly has not seen the back of me, professionally or personally. I want to congratulate all of you who've also got awards today. What a wonderful occasion, and I'm just so envious of all of these brilliant nurses and doctors who can wear such high shoes and not fall over on the platform. It's wonderful. I really do want to congratulate you, and now all of your hard work will all be worthwhile. I just want to say that you are embarking on the most fantastic career. I have loved every minute of being first a nurse and then a midwife. You'll never be bored. You'll be constantly learning. You will be amazed every day at the wonderful work that's been done by our professions. And you will be working in a role in which you have the absolute privilege of making a positive impact on others. And my one piece of advice to you today relates to this impact. Of course, some of you will go on to do magnificent, world-changing, Nobel Prize-winning things, but not all of us do that. However, what you will all do without any exceptions is make a difference every single day to another person. Everyone remembers their nurse, their doctor, their midwife. And the thing that I always think we need to remember is that it's the tiniest caring things that often have the biggest impact. My own oldest daughter's 32, but I still remember the day of her birth really clearly. One thing stands out, a midwife smiling. I was actually pushing, and some of you in this audience will know what it's like. And I recall thinking how utterly ghastly this was. I thought I was definitely going to die. But as I thought this, I looked up and I saw my midwife smiling. And I thought she wouldn't be smiling if I wasn't going to make it. It must all be fine. I can do it. And my daughter was born just after that. And I've always thought ever since then how much the little things that we hardly even think about matter so much to those for whom we care. So in conclusion, I just want to thank the University of Dundee once more for recognising my work. I really feel it's down to everyone else I've worked with, not to me. And I want to finish also by saying well done again to all of you. Working in healthcare is absolutely marvellous. It's a privilege. And remember the little things, and you'll definitely make a huge difference every day. Thank you. Thank you.
My experience, the midwife was also smiling at the obstetrician, but I was wrong. Choir master. But before we start, Mr. Stevenson, can I have a word with you, please? Reluctantly, he comes forward. That's why I had to invite him here. Mr. Graham Stevenson, our choir master, and our choir is about to sing something for us, and they're always magnificent. But he runs away all the time because he's so shy. That's why I had to get him before he starts. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
And thank you, choir, for all your efforts too. Thank you, choir. I'm afraid that's the end of the fun. So can I please ask you to be upstanding? I declare this academic ceremony closed.